Hey everybody, thank you for watching Eureka Springs channel. I'm coming to you live. I have a message that I'd like to get out to all of our Eureka Springs area residents and also Holiday Island. As you well know, I have been producing calendar events for every week, starting on Tuesdays and going through Sundays. And it's sort of been an interesting discussion amongst our community for quite some time that there's no collaborative calendars to know about what things are happening when in our city, ranging from city council and city events, auditorium events, live music events, special events at different venues around town. And so I thought, well, I'd give it a try. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I thought I'd give it a try. So I have created a public calendar, and I am taking sources from as many as I can in the way of subscriptions and syncing with different calendars around town that I have access to, and just keeping my eyes on the prize of trying to keep up with everything that's happening. Some people submit to me by email their events every week, which is great, and I do appreciate that. That helps me put them into a calendar and keep up with everything. But that's not always fail-safe. Sometimes people change their times of their event, or they have last-minute cancellations for their events, and sometimes that proves a little problematic. It's a real task to keep up with everything that's happening in town. But I'm giving it a try. I need your encouragement and I need your help here in Eureka Springs. If you are a live music venue, I am trying to get those events by creating graphics for those. You may have seen some of the branding that I've done. Let me just show you. You may have seen our broadcast where we have our graphics, and I do create those every week. And I'll put, on the screen a graphic that you're able to actually print and give to your people that are staying maybe at your Airbnb or your lodging or your B&B or hotel. So those are things that you can do and print out to have to hand out to folks that are at your lodging. Also, don't forget that we create these live events and we put them on YouTube as well. So if you have a direct mail program that you are using to send out to your clients, you can embed that YouTube video into your direct mail program, such as Constant Contact, MailChimp. There's several out there that people are using. That is a video that I'm just, talking about what the events are, where they are at, and I'm using the graphics that I just showed you. In addition to that, I have created this public calendar. The public calendar is something that I have just created. I use a Mac and I create a calendar, and I have produced a link that is public. Now, this is a read-only link, so you can go in and look at all the events that I have input into this calendar. As you can see, I've got a pretty good head start. Keep in mind that this is not fail-safe. You'll also see some duplications in the calendars as well, because I am syncing from several different sources. So if you see duplications, don't be alarmed. If you see variations in times, don't be alarmed. It is not without its own errors. But it will give you some sense of things that are going on. And as always, I always tell everyone, whether they're a visitor or a local, always check with your venues prior to making your plans to see if the events have changed times or perhaps even changed artists, that sort of thing. So you can always check with them to confirm anything that might be happening locally. And again, if you are local and you don't create events on Facebook under the event creation tab, then I certainly don't see it. You need to create events. I really encourage locals to do that. A lot of people, don't forget, a lot of people are planning their itineraries prior to coming to Eureka Springs and also when they arrive by looking at our area. It's geographically driven, and so when you are in that area, and if people have their Facebook privacy settings set to geographic location, then as they're visiting our city, they're able to bring up events that are happening where they are located at that time. So I encourage you again, the better that you keep up with placing your events on Facebook, the more chances that people are seeing about your events while they're here in town. If you need help with doing that, I am certainly available to help walk you through creating events. The great thing about it is that you can also create repeating events. It also allows you to put that start time and end time. And if you are a venue that has live music, you can always add as a co-host the artist's Facebook page that they have for themselves. And that allows them to share it as a unified message for both of you to share it on their particular Facebook pages. So again, that's another opportunity to have your event seen by more people. So that's always a great thing. If you are not creating Facebook events, if you don't have a calendar that you can share with me, you can always email me your events at eurekasprings.channel@gmail.com. And I will add it to this public calendar that I have created for you guys to see. So I'm happy to add any event. Be sure and let me know your start time and end time, and any other details that you'd like me to add in the notes of that particular event. So again, it's just my small, be it so ever might be weak, attempt to put us all on one page as a city, as local venues, and so happy to help. I'm just trying to do my small part of keeping up all of the great things that are happening. And as always, I default back to our motto here at Eureka Springs Channel. We are here to celebrate good people, good places, and good news. And certainly our calendar of events for each month is very important in planning anything in Eureka Springs. So send me your information at Eureka Springs Channel@gmail.com. You can also private message me on Facebook. Help us make this a great success, trying to put together a unified community calendar. I also want to thank those who are creating their calendars locally. We have the Eureka Springs Chamber of Commerce. We have our city advertising and promotion page. We have other people that are creating individually their own calendars and are sharing that information with me. And so I appreciate all those that are also trying to keep up with local events. We certainly do appreciate all of the efforts